Hello and welcome back to PendleTV, brought to you by Pendle Lease. In the last couple of episodes of our car reviews, we've taken a look at some luxury saloons, but today we want to take a look at something a little bit different and venture into the luxury SUV market. And right here we have the Volvo XC40, Volvo's answer to the luxury crossover SUV. But just before we jump into the review, I want to say a huge thank you to our friend Lamin at Endeavour Automotive, who've been kind enough to lend this to me for the last couple of days to really get to grips with the car before reviewing it for you guys. Now, this particular model is the Inscription Pro, so there are tons of spec and safety features, always standard. So today we're going to go through them, then get it out on the road for a quick test drive. Whilst we're around the front of the car, we might as well take a look at Volvo's new redesigned grille. In recent years, they have revamped and gave all Volvo models a little bit of a facelift. This particular model's got the gloss black grille with the chrome inserts, and I think it really does have a nice road presence. Now, it's also got LED daytime running lights, and when you switch to main beam, it has also got adaptive high beam assist. So what this will do is it will adjust the high beam as and when it detects a car for you, so there's no need to sort of turn on and off the high beam. It's also got the cornering function. Now, we did try and capture some of this, but being bright sunshine, it's a little bit hard to capture. But what it does is, as you're approaching the bend and you turn the wheel, the lights actually guide with you, keeping as much of the road as illuminated as possible. So on the XC40, there are a few different trim levels, with Momentum and Momentum Pro being the entry level, then moving into R Design Pro, and Inscription Pro, which we have here. Now, the Inscription and Inscription Pro sit more on the luxury end of the spectrum, with the R Design venturing more into the sporty side, so a little bit more of an sporty aesthetic. So it really depends on what your style is and what you like. But saying that, on the Inscription Pro, it does still have a nice sporty feel to it. From the alloy wheels to the dual exhaust pipes on the back, it just has a real nice overall aesthetic. So obviously, if you're looking in at a crossover SUV, you need plenty of boot space. The Volvo XC40 comes with an electric tailgate and ample room in the boot, even lifting up for a little bit of a drop down and some keep tidies and some netting and things like that. And also in the back, you'll find the Volvo safety kit as standard, and simply close the boot with a push of a button. Jumping inside the XC40 and in the back first of all, there is absolutely so much space in here. Even if you're a lot taller than I am, plenty of headroom and plenty of knee room. At the end of the day, that's all that really matters. The centre console can pull down for a nice luxury armrest, and you'll even find a couple of cup holders. Coming around to the driver's side, and just before we jump in the car, there's a quick feature I really want to talk about. These are the biggest door buckets I've ever seen. They're lined with this really soft, nice cloth interior, and they're so deep, and they're actually the whole length of the door. There's literally so much room in there, you could literally fit anything you wanted. Now, jumping into the XC40, it's just such a nice, luxurious car. So the centre console on the XC40 is a 9-inch portrait style tablet, and it's from here that you can control all the different computer settings that the car has to offer, and there are a lot of them. So on the first screen you'll see the option for AM, FM, digital radio or Bluetooth, but also along the bottom you'll notice Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Now this is standard on this particular model, and it allows you to connect any Apple or Android device and stream your music, contacts and maps straight into the car. You'll also see things like driver performance, which will measure your last journeys for your fuel consumption and how long you've been driving, etc. So now into the middle screen, the current position at the top will show you whatever road you're on, and the radio tab will allow you to choose whatever radio station you want to listen to. The Apple CarPlay button at the bottom or Android Auto will connect once a recognised device has been connected, and this will allow you to listen to Spotify, maps, messages or your phone. Along the bottom you've got the controls for the heated front driver and passenger seat, along with a dual climate control. And on the final page, and once the engine's started, you'll have all of the different safety features that you can turn off and on to sort of fit your driving style. So you've got things like park assist, blind spot, your auto stop start when you're in traffic. It can recognise speed signs, private locking, cornering lights. There's literally so much to go through on this car that you could spend a good 15-20 minutes messing about with this centre console and find so many different features that you didn't realise the car had. So on the XC40 there are several different engine options available for you. This is the T4 engine, so it's a petrol engine. They also have a T5 which is a little bit bigger and a little bit more powerful. and of course there are diesel variants available too. If you're not sure what's best for you, whether you're looking for diesel or petrol, then speak to a member of our leasing team and we'll happily talk you through and help you decide which is best suits you, depending on your miles, your driving style and sort of your local area, because it all has an impact on what's best for you. Now, something that Volvo have done, which they're actually the first manufacturer to commit to this, and it is a very big commitment, they've said that by 2020 all of their model variants will have a hybrid engine option available. No other manufacturers made such a big commitment, and it really does just show the drive we are making towards eco vehicles. Following on from our review last week of the 530e, I sort of already explained that I've become more and more of a fan of hybrids, so I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on a hybrid Volvo and getting one of them out on the roads. So one of the other features that all engines on the XC40 have is a little button down here on the driver's side called drive mode. Now what this is, it allows you to cycle through all the different driving styles that this car has to offer. So for everyday use, you've got comfort mode. It will have nice soft suspension, nice smooth gear changes. It really is a pleasure to drive. Scrolling through, you've got dynamic mode, and this is the car's sort of sport mode. It's high performance, so I can already feel that the car wants to go. It will downshift gears when you accelerate. It will change later. Really does give a nice sporty high performance feel to the car considering its weight and size. And the final mode is efficient and eco mode, so if you're doing short journeys or you're only potting around to the shops, and this is really going to be perfect for you. And to be honest, it can be used for everyday use as well. It's just going to maximise your fuel efficiency. Now there is one additional mode, but it's not really used for on the road, and I can't actually put the car into it now because I'm going over a certain speed. But what it is off-road mode. So especially with the Volvo all-wheel drive system, this is going to be perfect for those who are living a little bit more rural. You know, it just shows that this car truly is versatile. So earlier on we took a look at all of the different safety features and the gadgets that this car has to offer through the centre console, and I've got most of them turned on because I was having to play about with it whilst I've been lent this car over the week. And one of them that I really like is reads the road signs ahead, so it can alert you on the dash what the speed limit for the road is. But it has a really cool safety feature of a little red line where the speed limit is. So at the moment I'm on a 60-mile-an-hour road, it's put a little red line over the 60 with a 60 sign in the middle. If you was to go over that speed unintentionally, it will start flashing. It won't beep or make an annoying noise, but it will just flash just to draw your attention to your speed and just sort of remind you to bring it back down and slow down again. And that's something that I really like. So there we have it, that concludes another car review. Thank you again to our friend Lamin at Endeavour Automotive for being kind enough to lend us this car. Make sure you click the subscribe button, like this video and comment below on what you want to see next. See you soon. Now remember that all the cars PendleTV review can be found on the Pendle Lease website, all with our latest business and personal leasing offers. Using the deal search function allows you to easily search all makes and models available on the leasing market. Simply adjust your search by setting the number of years, monthly budget and initial payment to suit your requirement.